Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the electrification and building and complex. From this subject we can discuss about the electrical testing for commercial and high-rise building, or testing of electrical installation, method of testing of electrical installation. Also we can say the performs electrical test for commercial and high-rise building as per the IE rules. As per the Indian electricity rules, how many methods are to be performed in electrical testing? So we can discuss about the when an electrical installation is completed in all respect before connecting the installation to the supply mains, it is required to, as per the IE rules 47 number of the test are carried out in ensure that the safety and customer and verify that there is no leakage current which is dangerous to the people. Leakage current also not exceed 1/5000 part of the maximum current. For example, 1 divided by 5000 into maximum current is equal to leakage current. For testing purpose, there should be a testing by using voltage, double the declare voltage. A 500 volt capacity measure is used for the testing. What is the function of measure? The measure is the device we can use the insulation resistance, also leakage resistance. Some test has conducted on wiring installations which are discussed as given below. There are mainly 5 methods are used for the testing of electrical insulation. When we can complete the electrical wiring and insulation, there this method is to be carried out and to be tested. Then finally electrification work is done. So first we can discuss about the electrical test 1, insulation resistance test or leakage test between the conductor and earth. In this method, in this test, it is to ensure that there is no significant leakage current through the insulation used throughout an electrical installation. The installation resistance test must be made between the earth and conductor. The current carrying conductor twisted together as shown in the figure. Before making the test, the following arrangement are to be done. First one, the output terminal of the energy should be disconnected from the main switch. All links and fuses should be in its positions. All switches including the main switch should be closed in on positions. All lamps should be taken out and short circuit the sockets. By using this procedure we can find out the first test between the insulation resistance between the conductor and earth. Connect the L terminal of the measure to the phase wire and E terminal of the measure to the earth connections. Second, rotate the handle of the measure as a speed of 145 rpm and observe the readings on the dial. The readings of the measure should be as under. The insulation resistance should be less than 50 divided by the number of the outlets in megohms. At the time of the testing, the power circuit should be kept open. And the next is the reading of the measure should be more than 1 megohms. reading of the measure or the particular points, and finally we can measure the insulation resistance state test between the conductor and earth. Second, we can discuss about the second electrical method, second test, testing of insulation resistance between the conductors, or also we can say testing of insulation resistance between conductor and conductor. This test is to ensure that the leakage current between the conductors should not exceed within a specified limit. Now, the leakage current is equal to the supply voltage divided by insulation resistance in mega ohm. So, I leakage current is equal to 230 divided by 1 mega ohm is equal to x microampere. Procedure for this method: remove all the lamps from the each point, remove short from 2 or 3 pin plug sockets, connect the L terminal of the measure to the phase wire and E terminal of the measure to the neutral. Rotate measure handles and the speed of 145 rpm and observe the reading of the dial. And finally we can take the reading of the measure should be more than 1 mega ohm. Next we can discuss about the third method, only for the high-rise building and commercial building. Normally domestic and industrial installation, this method is not be used. For this method we can, for motors and other equipments, testing of motors and other equipments. When there are a motor, insulation resistance should be measured in the following manners. The procedure of this testing: first, the insulation resistance of the each phase winding against the frame and between the windings shall be measured with help of 500 volt measure. Next, while testing, star point should be disconnected. And third is the minimum acceptable value of the insulation resistance depends upon the rated power and the rated voltage. The resistance is equal to 20 into E divided by 1000 plus 2P, where R is equal to R1 is equal to I into R in mega ohm at 20 degrees Celsius, and En is equal to rated phase to phase voltage, and P is equal to rated power in kilowatts. Next we can discuss about the third method, electrical testing method 3, the testing of polarity in single pole switch. It is very important for the electrical insulation test, polarity test. By this test one can verify the polarity of the circuit conductors, whether it is live or neutral. In this method we can discuss about the procedure of polarity test. For single phase supply, testing of polarity can be done with the use of tester or the measure. In measure, if the zero reading indicates the phase and if infinite reading indicates the neutrals. For three phase supply, all the three phase RYB are tested orderly by the use of the measure with respect to neutrals. And last we can discuss about the last testing method, testing of earth continuity path, or it is also called earth continuity test. In electrical insulation testing, we can most important things to measure the earth continuity and earth resistance. As per the rules, it is mandatory that the earth connections must be provided all metals enclosures of the electrical appliances and electrical equipments. Procedure of this method: in this type of test, the earth continuity has been tested. For example, resistance between the earth and the electrode, and any point the earth continue to test or are carried out, and it should not be more than 1 ohm. After completing this video, finally we can discuss about the electrical testing of commercial and high-rise building, or also it is known as the testing of electrical insulation. When we can complete the electrical wiring and electrification work, this method is also carried out. It is one of the most important things to testing of electrical insulation.